is Moses Lima, and he's going to be thrown for a loss of 5-6 yards.
Moses shaking his head. He was very fortunate to come down with that. I didn't know if that was a trick snap or what, Paul.
I don't think anybody knows, and I don't think they know yet.
I never saw one go straight up like that.
There was a flag thrown, but now the referee signals that it is not.
Probably just fell out of his
Should not have been
belt.
thrown, yeah, exactly. But going from bad to worse for the Clockers, it'll be 3rd down and about 15 to go.
Third down is always tough, Paul. It's a lot tougher when it's 3rd and 15 deep in your own territory. See if they go to Karat.
No, they hand it off. That was Daly. Daly gets it out to the 30-yard line, but that's just about the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 4th down and long, and an apparent punting situation.
Coach played it safe, Paul. Keep this game in perspective and under control. There's no score. Ashland and Medway. Tonight's game being played on October 5th, 2007.
Lima's kick, he gets it away. Oh, look at this. He got the wind behind it, and they're going to let it roll. That's Tucci that's going to let it roll down to the 10-yard line where it'll be downed. Well, Moses Lima got one up into the wind, and there is a wind. It just came up a little bit, and he got it into the wind and just hammered it out of there, and then it took an Ashland bounce. So if you've got a punt, that may as well be it. It'll be 1st and 10 Medway, 8:10 to go in the half, and the spot is where? About the 14?
So 12-ish.
12-ish, okay.
58-yard punt for Lima.
Good-looking kick.
And he hesitated.
Chapin in the shotgun, handles a low snap. Now he's rolling, throws it out there, and it's going to be incomplete. It was Hodgson right in front of the Ashland bench at about the 41-yard line, dove for the ball, but actually one of the, perhaps the line judge ruled it incomplete. I think the back judge was screened, but
he had the best view, Paul.
He had the best view, and he came down and called it incomplete, so apparently it hit the ground. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
No argument from the Mustangs.
They send John Lynch out there, this time on the right side. This time Chapin over center. And he hands it off, and this is going to go nowhere as they tried another sweep. They're using a lot of backs, I'll tell you. That was John Claffey, number 40. And I think that went for not much, so it'll be 3rd down and long.
Great pursuit by the Ashland defense. Big John Proya comes in. David Britton takes a well-deserved rest. No, it isn't David. It's John Slane.
So 3rd and 10. Big spot, especially with the ball back around the 12, 13-yard line.
They already tried to pass. They already tried to spring one of their
many running backs.
Nifty
as we're learning.
Yes,
many.
What do you call here, Paul?
A lot of running backs.
How about the draw play?
I don't know. Doesn't
No
seem
shotgun.
feasible. There's no one behind him but Chapin. On the sweep again, but this is going to go for just a couple. It'll be way short. As was that Tucci?
33.
33 is Tucci. So he picked up about 5, but it's 4th and 5. And so Medway in a punting situation.
Tucci with about 30 yards on the ground, leading all ball carriers in this game. The Daly Della Famiglia configuration is waiting.
Chapin to kick. Got a lot of whistles. I don't know what they're whistling. Another timeout called by Ashland. Timeout Ashland.
Didn't have enough men, I guess. Jeff Nealon runs out there to fill the void. Timeout's usually not too important in the high school game because they have 5 per team per half. So there always seems to be plenty, but both teams have used timeouts And what the pros and the college players would call unnecessarily.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a punt. Chapin is there, handles the snap, gets it off. Oh, and this was just a pop-up. Just a pop-up, and it takes a big Ashland bounce. Medway is going to cover it, but at the 25-yard line. So that was literally a pop-up. And then after it hit the ground, it took a big Ashland bounce. Medway covered it, but it'll be good field position for the Clockers one more time.
He almost missed it completely, Paul. A 13-yard punt, it goes into the books as, excuse me, where is it, the 25? Yeah, 13-yard punt, first down Ashland. And the Clockers have their best field position of the night. Here's their chance to break the scoreless tie.
Lima alone in the backfield, gets the handoff and tears about, I think he's got 10 or more.
Moses smelled pay dirt.
Yeah, he was close. It's a first down plus. So we'll see where the spot is. It's going to be just outside, or it's going to be around the, no, it's going to be first and goal. The spot is going to be right around the 8. So first and goal from the 8.
17-yard run. Clocker's biggest offensive play of the night, by far. 8, a long way to go for a touchdown.
So Della Famiglia, this is Gutierrez in motion. Della Famiglia in the backfield, but they hand it off
It's Moses
inside.
again. Or is it?
Moses, and he's got a couple, so he's a little bit closer. They may be inside the 5.
What did he do, take a left-hand turn towards the center of the field?
He did, that was odd. That was a misdirection play. We saw a lot of those last week, but not what you'd expect, but I think he did take a turn.
Moses famous for pushing the pile. Tremendous power and desire. Number 21, Moses Lima.
So the spot is inside the 5. It'll be second and goal from about the 3.5, 4-yard line. Karat going to the right side. Tight end on the left is Dave Britton, been known to catch a pass now and then. They hand it off to Lima, and Lima is hit instantly and dropped for no gain.
Hodgson,
So
Paul.
it'll be third down.
Alan Hodgson big on defense. Number 23 is a force to be reckoned with for the Mustangs.
So key situation. You realize this has been so far in the half not a penalty? That's very unusual.
A very clean
Yeah,
game.
clean, crisp, moving right along. All right.
Game only 32 minutes old and already nearing halftime.
So 3 back set. And there's the first flag. I had to say something. That'll be a false start against Ashland, so it'll back them up to the 8.
Seemed a little late, didn't it? That play was well underway before the boys realized it was no play.
So that changes things materially, as we'll have third and goal from the 8. A timeout on the field once again called by Ashland. So they really have to talk this one over.
Well, you know, it could be the game, the way this first half is played out. The first score may be the only score.
Well, 2 aspects. Obviously, it's 2-down territory. I don't know that they would try a field goal, and if it is 2-down territory, I assume one's going to be a pass.
Well, David's already had, what, 2 field goals
Has he had
this
2?
year? A big extra point to beat Westwood.
Right. That's right, he's had 2 field goals.
So it's certainly within the realm of possibility, especially in a scoreless game. But Ashland would much prefer 6, no question about that. Get to repeat third down, but there's a longer way to go now, 8 yards.
Derek Santaski to the far side left. In motion is
Is it second or third?
Gutierrez, it's third. Gutierrez back to throw is Nealon, and he gets it off. He's hammered just as he gets it off. And luckily for the Clockers, it fell incomplete. And I don't know that he saw the defender coming.
Got clothesline, Paul.
Yeah, he got hammered. He was a little bit slow getting up, but he did get up. So it's 4th and goal from about the 8. And Britton is there. And it looks like they are going to attempt the field goal.
Who's the holder? And I'm asking you.
Here we go. Snap,
Chris
spot,
Nealon.
kick. And I think it was partially blocked, and it's going to be no good.
Golden opportunity. The Clockers goes by the board. They had a 1st and goal at the 8. Couldn't stuff it in. Took a bad penalty on 3rd down. Pass never got off on 3rd down. In any hope of being completed, David Britton tried the field goal, and it wasn't close. The score stays Medway nothing and Ashland nothing. Bob Thacker, Paul Burke, Paul Bowden, Matt Gemma, and a host of others bringing you tonight's game on Channel 10, the school channel. Follow your Ashland High School Clockers in all their sports only on 10.
Well, back and forth we go. Again, Medway keeping it on the ground with the inside handoff. That's going to be good for about a yard. The running back as they untangle was, can't even tell. The numbers are so dirty. Claffey, maybe 40? In any case, it'll be 2nd down. Give him about a yard, 2nd and 9. Claffey is 40. Is there 46? Tough to tell the numbers.
John Claffey, 40. Paul, you know, by rule, after the missed field goal, the ball comes out to the 20, and that's where the Mustangs have started.
That's from a miss inside the 20, right?
Right.
Right. Chapin to throw, launches it out there, and it's complete across the 40 to about the 44, 5-yard line.
Beautiful pass, quick release.
That was Hodgson. They drug him out of bounds down in front of his own bench. So it's a long completion for Medway. It'll be their 1st and 10.
His first catch of the night. Does that sound right?
I think so.
I know he had the interception. But he's their #1 target, and that was a big 24-yard gain. Out to a more palatable 44-yard line and another 1st down.
It's 32 DeJoy to the near side right. They hand it off, and that was Tucci.
He's small and fast, Paul, but he has not been able to get around that corner, save that one time.
No, he hasn't turned the corner yet, so actually lost the yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. So DeJoy now going to the far side left. We'll see if they throw again. It could be a passing. Well, it's 2nd down, but still a long way. And Chapin back to throw. Flag down. Could be a hold. He's going to be sacked. Karat was there. But I suspect that that's going to be holding on the offense. And I suspect that they would decline it with the sack.
Karat and Slane combining for that.
Holding. Declined.
No hesitation by Ashland.
No.
They want that play to count.
Oh, yeah. And that was a loss of 10, so it'll be 3rd and 20.
Just what you'd get on the penalty, only it'd be 2nd down again.
Exactly.
So that was a no-brainer.
No brain at all. As Tucci goes out of the game, they show a passing formation. This is John Lynch, #15 to the near side right. Hodgson to the far side left.
I'd be surprised this doesn't go to Hodgson.
You would think as Chapin moves into the shotgun. He has Claffey to block. He's going to throw, looking, has time, he's hit! He's sacked again.
Moses Lima.
They're going to tack on about another 7-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down in a marathon.
Kevin Chapin didn't leave much doubt as to who he was going to that
No,
time.
looking straight at Hodgson.
Took the snap, looked right at him the whole time. I don't know what he was waiting for. I guess maybe he was waiting for him to cut over the middle or break free.
But he didn't have a lot of time.
Moses Lima had other ideas. Consecutive sacks by the Clockers pushed the Mustangs backwards.
You're actually looking at 4th and just about 20, I think, but an obvious kicking situation. 1:32 to go here in the half and no score. And Medway, the line of scrimmage will be about the 27-yard line. So the kick would come from about the 17.
This drive started at their own 44. So they've lost 14 yards.
After the completion.
Yes.
Right.
It was 1st and 10 at the 44.
Right.
And now it's 4th down.
So Daly and Della Famiglia back in double coverage on the punt. And Chapin just got off a real turkey the last time, a pop-up that was good for about 15, 17 yards. That was it.
17 yards of losses.
Handles a snap. It's almost blocked, but he gets it out of there. This one is high, and they're going to let it bounce, and it's going to take a Medway roll, but it'll be down at about the 43-yard line. Ashland at their own 43, 1st and 10 with 1:21 to go in the half. So another shot. Another shot for Ashland, not much time left.
I don't know if Santaski called a fair catch and then let it go or what. But not bad field position, but the clock a factor now, just a minute 21.
Well, I don't know what they have left in their bag of tricks. They have had no luck running and not even less luck passing. So, I mean, the game really has swung on turnovers to this point.
I guess they're going to try to see if Moses can break one. He almost did last time they had the ball. That would be a good play to run if he's even in there. Oh, my word.
They hand it off.
Joe Pacholi never got 2 inches.
No. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Tackled while he was in the process of getting the handoff. You don't usually lose 2 yards straight up the middle. Medway letting the clock run along with Ashland. Under 50 seconds by the time this play gets going. Looks like both teams will be content to leave and head to the locker room, leave the field, head to the locker room at halftime in a scoreless tie. Let's see what Ashland runs. There's
another handoff. And a flag thrown in. Again, holding territory.
That stops the clock, the penalty.
Did he call the hold?
Yes, he did.
Called the call, okay. So the gain was for 3. So it'll be 3rd down and 9, depending on what Medway does. I suppose I'd back them up. What do you think?
Yeah, if you're not going to stop the clock or anything, or try to give your offense any time with the ball.
Nope, they're going to turn it down. It's a hold against Ashland, and it is going to be declined. So we'll be looking at 3rd and 9. The clock is restarted, inside 30 seconds to go in the half. They'll get about 1 shot if they want it.
Why even try it?
Maybe not.
Let it run down as far as it can. A belated timeout.
Timeout is called. Medway calls it, so they're going to force Ashland to run a play.
Indecisive coaching there, Paul.
You know, and that's another situation, and I know you mentioned this during the last game, and that is that Nealon was making his way back out onto the field without really knowing at all how much time he might have on the play clock.
Yeah, no play
so
clock.
So that could have cost him a delay penalty. Did not.
Well, he knew it started at 33. Yeah. Right? It started at 33.
And he has what, 30 seconds?
25.
25, okay.
By the time Medway figured out the clock was running, it's all the way down to 16 seconds. Now Ashland will run a play. Medway will call a quick timeout. The Clockers will have to survive a punt. Unless Medway is out of timeouts. I pride myself, of course, Paul, for lo these many years, never keeping track of the timeouts. It's very difficult to keep track of. Tonight the refs are giving us good signals, but I still don't know how many each team has.
Handoff, this is Daly. Got one, Medway calls the timeout. So we're down to 11 seconds. It'll be 4th down and maybe 9. So indeed, a kicking situation.
Now this,
Hodgson is going back, apparently in single safety, the way it looks.
Yeah, good move. If he handles it, he's the guy you want to have the ball.
Well, now they're sending Tucci out there too, 33. So Hodgson and Tucci, and they're back deep after Lima hammered the last one.
They can't let
And
this
a
one
flag.
roll.
There'll be a flag is thrown.
Five yards against Medway. One more and the Clockers will have a first down.
What was the call? Was it an illegal formation?
It's a mystery. This punt has to be handled or time will expire before it's touched.
Oh, here we go. Good snap. Lima handles it. And he gets off a line drive, and they're going to let it roll.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it. It's going to roll all the way down to the 10, the 9, the 8. As time expires, that's it in the half. So at the end of a half, we have no score, and we'll be back.
Okay, we're back for the second half. No score. Ashland and Medway from Grump Walker Field. Bob Thacker and Paul Burke bringing you tonight's game on Channel 10. An interesting first half. Several turnovers. One fumble by each team. One interception by Medway. And neither team really moving the ball on offense, yet both teams had great chances inside the 10. And the Clockers were stopped on 4th down, and Medway fumbled their chance away. Clockers missed the field goal on 4th down attempt from the 8.
Medway will receive the opening kickoff here in the second half, and they'll be going from our left to our right. So whatever wind there is blowing from right to left, so somewhat of a factor. And I'll tell you, it has not cooled off. It was probably close to 75 degrees at game time, and I don't think it has cooled off much at all. Gorgeous night for game, just gorgeous.